First, don't eat their boo-boo. They got roaches. What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. I look a mess right now, but sorry. Happy New Year. It is December 22nd. First video of the new year. My intro's gonna be out, but this is like the first sit-down recorded video. As y'all can tell by the title, it's gonna be a vibe with me. And mukbang / exposing KFC. But Smurf. First, we gonna smoke some of this before I eat. Anyway, how's the new year going, y'all? How's life? New year going? It's only been a day. As you can see, I have a new appearance with my hair. Trying something different. I like the blonde. I love it, actually. At first, it was hella bright, but it had to tone down, so. But now I love it. I'm excited to eat because I haven't like cooked for myself in a while. Like, not cook for myself just as in just me eating, but as in cook my own food. Like, Rebate's been cooking, and we've been eating out, so, or we've been eating like little quick meals, honestly. So, to actually cook, and you know, season and flavor stuff up. I actually like cooking. So, I'm excited to eat because I know this food's gonna be banging. Period. Well, my New Year's resolution is to dominate all my fears of failing stuff. Everything that I was scared to fail in 2019, I'm gonna conquer it and just demolish the shit. Like, I'm going for it, all of it. I'm turning 21 this year, so I'm claiming happiness. I'm claiming greatness on myself. I'm claiming success on myself. You know, you gotta own it. And being upbeat about that type of stuff is something I struggle with. Like, I beat myself so much. I'm gonna beat myself up so much to be 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, I hold myself back from a lot of stuff because of my fears, and that's something, again, like I said, I'm conquering all 2020 because I'm turning 21 in May, and by 21, I want to be going to school. I'm gonna get my car before 21, but you know, I want to be able to enjoy having a car, enjoy the freedom with the car, then focus on my main goal. When I hit a goal, I'm content with that goal. You know what I'm saying? I like to sit there and enjoy that I hit my goal. You know, enjoy that I did that shit. After all that stress and shit, I did it. Then I like to, okay, you know, actually back onto the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what all about 2020. Because 2019 was a year of just depressed, overthinking, anxiety, just a lot of fearful shit. And you know, you can't live your life like that. So 2020, I'm claiming everything. If this phone runs out of space, I'm just gonna record on my actual phone because it has more space than this. Trust sleep, that's why I'm able to record this. Usually we eat together, but he ate something different from what I'm eating. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Oh, y'all can see the steam off my food. I got some barbecue chicken, barbecue Cajun chicken, but I put onion on it. Can y'all see? Barbecue Cajun chicken with onion on it. Fried rice. I put imitation bacon bits. Sorry, oh well. And this is some broccoli and cheddar pasta. Y'all know the vibes. Yeah. I have to get some food first. Okay. Oh, like I expected, it's so good. Okay. So so I worked at the KFC. If you know where I live, because since I'm exposing them, I'm gonna let y'all know what KFC it was. The KFC by St. Mary's, across the street from St. Mary's. Don't go there. They got roaches, y'all. Don't do it. That chicken is good. Don't go there. First of all, I just want to say that I never personally got into it with anybody there. I was kind of neutral towards everybody. And that's honestly because I wanted to stay as a mix. Like, there was so much drama there. It's ridiculous. First thing first, how they treat their employees. Every job has favoritism, y'all, but like, I'm talking about favoritism from like, not just manager to another coworker, but like that coworker had the ability to control our manager, because our manager was just so weak-minded, honestly. So weak-minded. And weak in general. Like, she was a pushover for real. And, you know, this person was able to get in her ear and convince her dumb shit, and it was just dumb. They were basically supposed to be her inside man or whatever you want to call it. It led to a whole bunch of shit. It led to people getting fired, transferred from the job, and all because of this group of people that didn't like this other group of people. So, not even a group of people. They didn't like this one person, which turned into it being a group of people. So, basically, all the favoritism from that person telling the manager everything. One of the good managers, you know, I will give her props. I'll admit, I was a little happy on the floor. That's good. But I was a little heavy. Anyway, the manager that was good, you know, kept on top of things. They ended up transferring her because they felt like it started, hers be working there started a lot of drama, but in reality, it was that whole group of people that, you know, were running to the manager, and they got special privileges. They did, and it was fucked up. Like, one of the people called off maybe twice, 3 times a week, right? And girl, let me call off, which was what happened. Let me call off. I got there to get a write-up. And that basically, let me just tell you that story, actually. Basically, how I lost my job is first off, there was a situation where she shorted my drawer. My manager, the manager is discombobulated too. The whole corporate thing, that whole KFC is discombobulated. First off, my manager's dumbass shorted my drawer, and they had a thing where, you know, this is the situation. Okay, this is how she works it. Let me break it down. I needed change. She went to get change, and I needed $10 in change, and she didn't tell me if she gave it to the person or put it in my register. So somehow, some way, somehow, my drawer got short of $10. Again, manager didn't communicate, so it's her fault. And you know, everybody's asking me about it, and everyone was saying, you know, like, you know, that's her fault, and you shouldn't do that. Like, she should have told you. And the fact that I was supposed to get a write-up or pay it was bogus. So we got into it about that, and then there was a whole group chat that I got in trouble for, which I don't give a fuck about, but I'm gonna explain that. And okay, so that was that argument, right? So since that was happening, I called off, right? And she's like, you know, why you call off? Mind you, our car had went down, so we didn't have a car. So comes the day, I couldn't find a ride, and I called her and called off, and she's like, you knew that you were working all week, you knew your schedule, there's no reason why you don't have a ride. Mind you, again, my manager was so discombobulated. She didn't remember conversations we had. I had talked to her for a week or two prior. Actually, since I started, I had talked to her about switching my shifts because it would be harder for me to work a night shift. I want to switch to morning shift because it was hard for me to get to work if I worked nights, so it would be days I had to call off. Mind you, I only called off once at this job. Been there probably 2 months now. No, not now, but I was there 2 months. And I had a whole conversation with her, and of course, the dumb bitch said she forgot them. Apparently, she didn't remember any of those conversations. I was lying. So, you know, I snapped on her like, how is it that one of your little favorites can call off 2 or 3 times a week and nothing happens to them, but all of a sudden I call off and I'm starting to get a write-up? What type of shit? And I'm getting a write-up that I called off because you forgot about my schedule since I started working there. Like, mind y'all, she will argue with me. She tried to argue with me that we didn't talk about it for that long, but I have people that would vouch for me that I talked about doing morning shift for the longest. She just never cared. She didn't take it into consideration for me, but for her favorite, anytime they wanted something, they got it. Whether there was an extra work day, whether it was a day off, they got it. And I was really over the situation, so I snapped on her. And more of the story, I got fired because I don't control my mouth after a while. You gotta give respect to get respect, for real. So that was that. I also want to talk about how, not speaking for me, but I'm gonna speak for everybody else, just because some people, my friend, she felt like she wanted to go to the authorities about this type of stuff because how they treated us, and it was bogus as fuck. People lost their jobs over a group chat because of people that are in a group chat. Remind you, wait, I didn't even explain the group chat thing. Okay, so the 3 people, the 2 co-workers and the manager, they were all buddied up. They were in the group chat, and the other manager noticed, right? The manager that actually managed, which is my friend, M. We're gonna call her M. So M was like, you know, fuck it, we gonna have our own group chat. So she adds people that, you know, we think are cool or whatever, and, you know, we just talk freely about what irritated us at work. It was supposed to be, you know, a safe area. And what are we fucking hoes? Some dumb bitch, actually, if you're watching this, well, no, I get in trouble. T, if you're watching this, I'm beating your ass on site, period. And that's just that. Anyway, T snitched, okay? T showed screenshots of the group chat to the manager, you know, that was in the group chat with other people that didn't like us. So, of course, M, which is my friend, she got transferred to a whole nother store. They transferred her, y'all, over this damn group chat. Right? Then, me, one of the cooks, and my friend JoJo, what's up if you see this? We get a text like, oh, you know, there's a meeting about this group chat you guys are in, and yada yada yada. And I just said plain and clear, I don't give a fuck. I said exactly that. I don't give a fuck what I said in that group chat. And then I told her I meant every word I said too. And then I told her about herself that she needed to resign and get a new manager because she really is trash, y'all. Like, as a person, she's just weak. I feel like she really is a weak person. And management is not her place. That's all I do know. Because she was terrible. I am smashing. Like I said, the reason I'm making this video was because, one, Rafino, shout out to Rafino. Y'all go see him in some videos. We're gonna collab. He asked me to make this, and two, because, like I said, I'm gonna be the voice for motherfuckers that didn't speak up, they didn't want to lose their job or whatever. And to them 3 individuals, I don't know if y'all gonna see this or not. Eat a dick. That's honestly all I got to say. But I'm not done with my plate. I'm finishing this plate. Every time I be just piecing together a meal, it turned out fire. Every time. Well, I didn't piece this together. I had this plan in my head for days. But to actually go through and make it, the sauce I had on the chicken was last minute, but I am full. To sum up, KFC basically 9 out of 10 don't recommend. They mess up your check. They have bad case of favoritism. Like, bad. Everybody doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And that KFC across the street from St. Mary's has roaches. So, don't eat their kids. Alright, y'all. I'm about done. I'm gonna finish with my little chicken leg. Call it a night. Like, comment, subscribe. All my social media will always be at the bottom of the screen and in the description box. And I'll see you in the next video.